Hi guys, Al Smith here. Today we're going to talk about fourth suit forcing. Fourth suit forcing is used when you don't have a good bid to further describe your hand. It's a temporizing bid. Okay, it's used when there have been three suits bid by you and your partner in the first two rounds of bidding. And it's used in uncontested auctions. It's off in a contested auction. We'll talk a little bit later about when the bid of the fourth suit is not fourth suit forcing. And it's initiated by the responder bidding the fourth unbid suit or the unbid suit. Fourth suit forcing, when it's used as in this manner as a temporizing bid, is an artificial bid and must be alerted. If it's not alerted, the opponents will assume that it's a natural 4+ card suit. If it's used as fourth suit forcing, it says nothing about the bid suit. There are two different versions. There's one version that's one round forcing, another that's game forcing. The one round forcing version is more versatile and it can be used more often. Therefore, that is the one that we're recommending, and that's the one that's addressed in this particular lesson. Okay, let's look at a couple of fourth suit forcing auctions and just discuss a little bit of what these auctions mean. Your partner, the opener, opens one diamond. Says, well, he's got 4+ diamonds. He's got 3+ diamonds and opening points. And you respond, 1 spade. What does this say? It says you've got 6+ points and 4 spades. That's all it says. Your partner then bids 2 clubs. So now you know that he's got at least 4 diamonds and at least 4 clubs. One of them is probably, and very probably 5 diamonds and 4 clubs. Could be 5 clubs. But has less than or equal to 17 points because he did not jump shift. You also know there's a lot of things he doesn't have. He doesn't have support for spades. He does not have 4 spades. He could have 3. Not 4. Now, since you don't have, and at this particular point in time, there's a lot of things that you may have or may not have. Okay, you don't have a rebiddable suit. You don't have clubs or diamonds. What do? You really don't have a heart suit to bid, but you've got 12+ points, enough to want to explore a game further. So what do? You bid 2 hearts. Okay, and 2 hearts is artificial and it's forcing for 1 round. In a similar manner, in the second auction, example auction, your partner opens 1 heart, you bid 1 spade, and your partner bids 2 diamonds. Now, you know you've got 5+ hearts, you've got 5 hearts, and 4 or 5 diamonds. Okay? Again, you don't have a good bid to further describe your hand, but you've got game forcing. You've got 12+ points and want to force the auction to continue. You can bid 3 clubs. All right. Let's look at the situation where fourth suit forcing is off, where when bidding the fourth suit forcing is not forcing. Okay, first of all, if the responder has already passed, as in this example, is passed, and the person in third seat opens, and the responder in first seat bid becomes the responder, bids 1 spade, and then the opener bids 2 clubs, and then the responder bids 2 hearts. Because the responder has already passed and denied having opening points, this is not a fourth suit forcing bid. This is a non-forcing bid, and in essence says to the opener, hey, I've got 5+ spades, 4+ hearts, and 6 to 10 blank points. You pick what's the best suit to play in, not a forcing bid. Okay. If the partnership bids all 4 suits at the 1 level, 1 club, 1 diamond, 1 heart, 1 spade, this sequence is also non-forcing. All that's happening here is that the opener saying, I've got 3+ clubs, the 1 diamond says I've got 4+ diamonds, 1 heart says I've got 4 hearts, 1 spade says I've got 4 spades. There's no fit at this particular point in time. The opener then is going to the next bid is going to try to place the auction. This is not a game. This is not a forcing situation. It is off. Okay, if the opponents jump in and are competing in the auction, forcing is also off. Okay, so it's only used in uncontested auctions. Now, in a final one where it's not used if you're already in a game forcing auction. For example, if your partner opened and you made a 2/1 bid indicating a game forcing auction, forcing is not on. Okay. What does the opener bid after the respondent bids the forced suit as a forced suit forcing bid? Well, the priority structure is that the first thing the opener is going to try to do is to show whether they have 3 card support in the partner's major. That's the first priority because they're still looking for a major suit bid. And what they're looking for specifically here is a 5-3 bid because the opener has already denied having 4 cards in that suit. The opener can now rebid a suit to show extra length. This might be showing a 6-card suit, or might be showing 5-5. The opener can also then bid no trump if they have a stopper in 4 suits. Since 3 suits have been naturally bid, it's assumed that there's a stopper, that the partnership is stopper in 3 of the 4 suits. If the opener has the stopper in 4 suit that was artificially bid, they can bid no trump. Okay, and finally, the opener, if they turn out to have 4 cards in the 4th bid suit, they can actually raise them. Okay, it's a very unusual situation. It only applies to some very specific shapes. So we're not going to discuss that. We just want you to know that it exists. Okay, now, one of the things that you need to understand about forcing also is that the opener is going to use this hand also to show strength. So if, for example, the opener has 3 cards in a bid major and has extra values at 16 plus points, he's going to jump in bidding support for that suit. Right? The opener must make a jump bid to show extra values that commit the partnership to you. Okay, now let's take a look at the first priority. This one is to show 3 cards. In this particular example, the opener opens 1 heart, and the responder bids 1 spade. It's got a nice hand, got 4, 8, 10, 13, 14, 15 length points. And he's got 5 spades, 1 spade. So now the opener doesn't know whether the responder has 4 or 5 plus spades. So he's going to further describe his hand by bidding 2 clubs. The responder now doesn't want to rebid the spades because that will be interpreted as a sign-off bid at the 2 level. He wants to make a forcing bid and also give the opener the opportunity to tell him whether he has 3 spades or not. So he's going to use the forcing convention, and he's going to bid 2 diamonds. Okay, showing, and that 2 diamonds says absolutely nothing about the diamond suit. Okay, now the opener says, aha, I know that's forcing, alerts it so the opponents know it, are informed that it is, and then looks at his hand and says, okay, our first priority is to show 3 card support. Well, look at his hand and say, okay, how many points do I got? In this particular case, he's got less than or equal to 14. So what he does is he bids 2 spades, showing 3 card support in the responder's bid major. Now, since the responder's got enough points per game and a little bit of distribution, and he doesn't have enough points to explore slam, so he just simply bids 4 spades. Okay, now, let's look at the second example here. It's pretty much the same, except that the responder, the opener, is stronger. Okay, and bidding goes in the same sequence, but now instead of bidding 2 spades, the responder, the opener, bids 3 spades, saying, hey, I've got extra values. What this does is allow the responder, if they're a little bit stronger, to decide whether it's full or slam. It's cements in place that they're going to play in game, either 3-no trump or 4 spades. Because he's got some roughing power, he immediately goes to 4 spades. They both end up in the same place with these two hands. But I wanted to demonstrate that in one situation, you simply bid 2 spades, showing 3 card support at the lowest level, and the other one you jump to show extra values. In the second priority, the opener can show extra length in one of the suits, either showing shape 6-4 or 5-5. Let's take a look at the first example. In this case, the opener opens 1 club, and he's got 9, 11, 13, 14, 15 points. Now, he does not have enough points to plan for a reverse, so he's anticipating he will bid 1 spade to show 4 spades if the responder responds. Now, the responder's got 12 points, bids 1 diamond. Okay, so now the opener is going to show a spade by bidding 1 spade. By bidding it to 1 spade, he still hasn't clarified how many clubs he has. Okay, but he has clarified he's got 4 spades because he had more spades. If he had 5 plus spades, he would probably open 1 spade. So now the responder does not have a good bid to clarify, further clarify his holding. He's got only 5 diamonds to shape his 5, 3, 3, 2. Says, okay, I want my partner to bid again to further describe his hand. Bids 2 hearts, which is forcing again. This is artificial and doesn't say anything about hearts. Okay. Now, the opener comes back, and because he has a shapely hand, he bids 3 clubs. Now, by bidding 3 clubs, the opener is describing his hand and is now showing he's got 6 clubs and 4 spades. And the responder, now getting that information, knows that they've got a great fit in clubs and bids 5 clubs. So it's a way of soliciting additional information. The 2 heart bid solicits additional information, and the opener responded by further describing his hand. That information enabled the responder to bid 5 clubs. And you can see that they're going to very easily make this contract. All right, let's take a look at the second example. In this one, the opener bids 1 heart. The higher he's 5, 5, and the responder bids 1 spade, and then the opener then shows his second suit by jumping to 3 clubs. This is a jump shift showing 18 plus points. So we know that the opener's got 5 hearts and 4 to 5 clubs and 18 plus points. The responder wants to know get further information about the shape of the opener's hand. So he goes ahead and he bids 3 hearts. Okay. Or he bids 3 diamonds, the 4th suit. Okay, and now the opener, and because they've got a shape-based hand, bids 4 clubs. What the opener is now communicating is they've got 5 hearts and 5 clubs. The responder can now place the contract by give the opener, the responder can now give the responder can now bid 4 spades, showing that they've got 5 spades, and giving the opener alternatives as to what suit they would like, where they'd like to have the contract play. In this particular case, the opener said, that's good enough. I don't want to play in no trump because I've got a singleton diamond. We'll go ahead and play this again. I've got two nice spades, so we'll play this contract at 4 spades. Okay, now the next one is where the opener can actually bid no trump. So we've got 1 heart. Opener bids 1 heart. The responder bids 1 spade in this one, and then he bids 2 diamonds. So let's know he's got at least 5 hearts, 4 diamonds. And in this case, the responder because he doesn't have a better bid at this particular point in time, can't support the hearts, can't support the diamonds, bids 3 clubs, okay, as the 4th suit forces the opener because they've got a blocker at clubs, and all 3 other suits have been naturally bid, bids 3 no trump. So it's an easy way of getting to 3 no trump where you've got the appropriate guidance. All right, that concludes the lesson today as it relates to 4th suit forcing. It's a nice little convention that is used as a temporizing bid to ask the opener to further clarify their hand. Hope you have a great day and you learned a lot from the lesson today.